What's going on, TrueView? Welcome back to the Plot Coalition YouTube channel. It's been a little bit since I've done any sort of an update, so I wanted to give an update as to how things are going and talk a little bit about when we plan on releasing the Helldivers film. So we'll be getting into that here in a little bit, but I wanted to take a minute to talk about the animation progress and where it all is and kind of how things are going. So we are chugging away at animation right now. It has been a huge lift. We are approaching it very technically for this one, which has been great for the quality of it, but it is taking a little bit longer than anticipated, which isn't a bad thing because the quality is there. It's just taking that little bit of extra time to make sure it's as good as it can possibly be. So as you can see on the screen right now, you are watching the animations for the opening scene alongside the storyboards for it. Having a guide like this and having everything kind of numbered out and exactly how it's going to play out has been super helpful for animation, but also making sure that we stay on track and actually have a checklist of things that we need to get done in order to get the full thing animated. So this is before VFX color or anything like that gets in there. This is just the animations straight up out of Unreal. And so far, it's looking fantastic. And in addition to this opening scene, we have a bunch of other scenes that are being worked on and even completed, which has been super cool to see because it's progress being made. Essentially where we're at now is there's still a couple of small scenes that we still need to animate, but it's mainly the big ones and the big action set pieces is what we're going to be tackling for the next couple of months in animation. But we have a fantastic team of animators who are already taking on and crushing some of those bigger and more complicated animations, which is just making the project that much better. So huge shout out to them. They've been a huge help in just getting this to where it can be its absolute best. Also working on some custom 3D models, which has been a treat to see just come to life off of the script, out of the concept art, and become a tangible thing. Has been really, really cool. Hey, it's me interrupting my own video. So I want to make a quick note. You are looking at right now some images from the Amazon show Secret Level. And as I was working on the teaser of For Liberty, Blur Studio actually released the render settings that they used on the Unreal Tournament episode. So in this episode, one of the things that Blur Studio was tasked was making it entirely in Unreal Engine 5. So all this rendering is done with their real-time renderer, and they actually released the settings for it, and that is what we have been using to render out shots for our Helldivers film, which has been really cool to be able to see similar results. Obviously, this has some incredibly talented and professional artists working on it to get all the lighting and the texturing and everything like absolutely perfect, but having the render settings has definitely been a huge benefit to our film. So if you haven't seen Secret Level or the Unreal Tournament episode, definitely be sure to check it out. It's really cool to see something else being entirely made in Unreal Engine. So with those render settings, these are some stills from our film, and you can just see how when we zoom in here, just the detail and fidelity that is retained with these render settings. The lighting all renders properly and looks really good. Faces especially with the metahumans, there's just a lot more detail in there. It also helps with stuff like these lights over here, just look a lot more realistic than what we've been able to do in the past. You know, you can zoom in and see like all the detail, all the scratches and whatnot on the textures, even at a distance. And this is just one individual frame. And here as well, you can also just tell that it's not limited to what's in the foreground. You can even tell in the background there's just still a lot of detail that's retained, which will make the Helldivers film the highest quality as far as render quality goes project that we've done on the Plot Coalition channel. All right, back to the main video. Now, before we talk about the release date, I did just want to give a quick shout out to my current members They are part of the Dino Army. So if you want to join, help support the channel, be like them and get these cute little stickers and stuff, hey, that would be a huge help for the channel. But as always, if you're just here to be a viewer, hey, I'm just happy to have you here. Being a member, it does help just a little bit more. But even still, just sharing, getting the word out about the project, making sure that every Helldiver knows that it's going on is just a huge help in itself. All right, let's talk the release date for this project and kind of what the future holds. So initially, I was anticipating a late spring or early summer release for this one. Because of where it's at and where I want it to be, and just knowing that it's better to give it the time that it needs, we are going to be shooting for a Liberty Day 2025 release, so late October in 2025. This will give us a realistic goal to reach for, but also if we get the film done a little bit early, we can focus on promoting it a little bit more and creating some additional content that we're wanting to make to be able to go alongside of it so that you as a viewer can get the most out of it when it comes out. And on top of that, this has been a very large undertaking, this project. You know, New Frontiers was a huge undertaking as well. It took almost 2 years to produce. This one is easily going to hit that year mark, and we just want to make sure that we are putting out a diverse enough but frequent enough set of content. So after the Helldivers film comes out, we are going to shift focus to doing more short form style content or films, much like our Red Dead Redemption short film. Anything in the range of 6 to 15 minutes is a sweet spot for what we can realistically create, but still keep things fresh on the channel. So that's what we'll be pursuing after the film comes out, so we can have more projects going on and get more people involved. We just love Helldivers so much over here at Plot Coalition that this one has taken quite a bit of our attention, but we are super excited with how it's turning out. And it's definitely, you know, a huge passion project for the channel. And if you want to follow the progress of the Helldivers film or any of our future projects, or if you want to go back and watch the progress on our past projects, definitely check out the live streams that we do every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. EST, where you just get to follow the production of this project and whatever else we're working on in real time. You get to see the updates, and it keeps me on top of it as far as making sure that there's, you know, something continuously moving forward with the project. But with all of that, thank you so much for checking out this video and just being a part of this journey so far. Hopefully we'll have more content to put out there soon, but right now we are head down, focused on getting animation done for this Helldivers project, and it's looking incredible, so we are excited to be pursuing that. So that's about it. Feel free to watch other videos that we've made. This is the end of this one, so like, I'll do a little dance. Dance it down.